Hi, I'm George Rossolatos, CEO of the Canadian Business Growth Fund. CBGF was created in 2018 by Canada's largest banks and insurance companies to fill a growth capital gap. The thought was that Canada's great at starting companies, great at selling companies, but we're not so great at building them from small to big, create globally meaningful companies. And that's what the CBGF has been created to do. With a patient, minority capital base, with the ability to bring help to the table and the Made in Canada solution, CBGF can help companies through their scale-up challenge. Culture is critical to any business's success. At CBGF, we built our culture around our values: integrity, excellence, accountability, partnership, and passion. Those are our critical values that we measure ourselves on and the values that we seek in the entrepreneurs we back. CBGF backs some of Canada's most talented entrepreneurs across the country, across a variety of industries. We are proud to be helping Canadian entrepreneurs grow. I grew up as the son of two immigrants to Canada, started their own business, and I worked in that business in my younger years, and I saw the importance firsthand of the entrepreneurial spirit in Canada. We're thrilled at CBGF to be fostering that same spirit in some of our greatest Canadian companies. In Canada, companies often do not reach their full potential. They're often limited by a number of constraints, one of which can often be investors' time horizons, which can sometimes be 3 to 5 years. And great companies are not built within 3 to 5 years. They can take 10, 15, or 20 years to become great, globally recognized companies. And that's where the CBGF comes in. With an evergreen structure, we can provide patient minority capital and not force them to exit on our timeline, but help them build it on theirs. Every big company CEO was a small company CEO at one point. And what helps them get from running a small company to being a great entrepreneur running a bigger company is help and advice along the way. And that's where CBGF comes in to help. CBGF's goal is to keep the entrepreneur in charge of their company. We invest in minority capital only, between $3 to $20 million at a time, in companies that have between 5 and 50 million of revenue. Often, CBGF is one of the first institutional investors taken on by our portfolio companies, and we can help prepare the companies for future larger rounds by strategic investors. In several cases, CBGF companies have taken on internationally respected strategic investors to help them on their next stage of growth. Entrepreneurs are often hesitant to take money from private equity investors. They've heard stories of relationships that have gone wrong, of investors taking control of the company, of telling them what to do, potentially even firing them. But CBGF is different. We're a minority investor. We can't control the business and have no desire to do so. We back the entrepreneur that has brought the business to this stage to take it to the next. CBGF brings more than capital to the table. We bring our talent network of individuals across Canada that can impart help and advice on our portfolio companies. These range from industry executives to former entrepreneurs to potential board members. With an investment from CBGF, our portfolio companies have grown their teams, made strategic acquisitions, expanded overseas, cleaned up their capital structure, and reinvested in their technology. We encourage Canadian entrepreneurs to think big. They're able to grow more than they think. They're able to access capital to help them to do that. They're able to do both of those things while keeping control of their companies. The Canadian Business Growth Fund has gone from being a startup to establishing itself as a preeminent patient minority growth capital brand in Canada. But we're just beginning. We hope to increase our impact, increase our capital base, and increase the number of brilliant Canadian entrepreneurs that we're backing. I'm most proud of the impact the Canadian Business Growth Fund has had on Canadian companies. Our portfolio employs more than 4,000 people. During our ownership tenure, more than 1,500 jobs have been created. The most surprising thing about dealing with Canadian entrepreneurs has been learning that they all share very similar scale-up challenges, yet they're all confident, they're all emboldened to think bigger and create international success stories right here from Canada. If you're an ambitious entrepreneur with bold plans for growth for your Canadian mid-market business and are looking for a patient, strategic minority capital partner, we would love to hear from you. Let's think big together.